As tech professionals, network administrators, or IT consultants, one of the most common questions we get from clients, managers, or non-technical users is about hardware upgrades. People always want to know how to make their slow devices faster without spending a fortune. Today, we have a highly practical, scenario-based dialogue for your listening practice. SSD versus HDD, advising a client on a slow laptop upgrade. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Radio Computer Tech English. I am your host, Will, and I'm so happy to be here with you. In this episode, you will listen to a realistic professional conversation between an IT consultant and a client. We will maintain a steady, natural, and continuous recording rhythm throughout the entire dialogue so you can focus on the flow. However, the language will naturally blend everyday corporate English with advanced storage engineering terms. Sit back, listen to the conversation, and let's upgrade your technical ears. Let's step into the IT consulting office. A client named Mark has brought his company laptop to the IT specialist, Sarah, because it takes too long to boot up and load applications.
Hi, Sarah. Thanks for meeting with me. I'm really struggling with my corporate laptop lately. It takes almost 10 minutes just to boot up in the morning, and opening basic office applications or large spreadsheets freezes the entire system. Do I need to buy a completely new machine?
Hi, Mark. Don't worry, you probably don't need a brand new laptop. Before we spend money on new hardware, we need to locate the exact system bottleneck. Based on what you're describing, your processor and memory are likely fine, but your storage drive is struggling to keep up with daily tasks. Let's open the Task Manager and look at the Performance tab.
Oh, I see it. The disk usage section is constantly at 100%, even when I'm not running heavy programs. Why is it doing that?
That is a classic symptom. Your laptop is currently running on a traditional hard disk drive, or what we call an HDD. Inside an HDD, there are physical, spinning magnetic platters and a mechanical read and write head that moves back and forth to find your files. It works exactly like an old record player. Because it relies on mechanical movement, it is fundamentally limited in speed. Every time your operating system tries to open a file, it has to wait for the physical disk to spin to the correct location, which creates massive latency and slows down your entire workflow.
Now the conversation shifts as Sarah explains the alternative technology and details the architectural differences to justify the upgrade cost.
Wow, I didn't realize my laptop had moving parts inside it. What is the alternative? I've heard people talking about SSDs, but I don't really know how they work.
An SSD stands for solid-state drive, and it is a complete generational leap in storage architecture. Unlike an HDD, an SSD has absolutely no moving parts. Instead, it stores data electronically on specialized flash memory chips, similar to how a USB thumb drive or your smartphone works. Because there are no mechanical arms moving around, data access is almost instantaneous.
That sounds amazing. But is the speed difference really noticeable for normal corporate work?
The difference is night and day, Mark. A standard mechanical hard drive reads data at around 100 megabytes per second. A basic solid-state drive can easily reach over 500 megabytes per second, and modern NVMe SSDs can exceed several thousand megabytes per second. By upgrading your system volume to an SSD, your boot times will drop from minutes to seconds, applications will launch instantly, and that 100% disk usage bottleneck will completely disappear. Furthermore, because SSDs lack fragile mechanical components, they are highly resilient to physical shock, consume less power, and run completely silent, making your laptop safer and more efficient.
What an excellent consultative dialogue. Now let's review 5 critical tech and storage words from today's conversation to supercharge your professional vocabulary. 1. Bottleneck. A component or stage in a system that limits overall performance because it is slower than the rest of the architecture. 2. Boot up. The initial process of a computer starting up and loading its operating system into memory when you turn it on. 3. Mechanical platter. The circular magnetic disk inside an HDD where data is physically stored and read by a moving head. 4. Latency. the time delay between a user request or command and the system's actual response or execution. 5. Solid state, a term referring to electronic circuits or devices built entirely from solid semiconductor materials, containing no moving parts. Thank you for practicing your technical listening skills with me today on Radio Computer Tech English. Learning how to translate complex hardware specifications into clear, value-driven advice for clients is an invaluable skill for any IT professional. Do you prefer using HDDs for massive data backups, or have you migrated entirely to solid-state drives? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We drop brand new scenario-based episodes every Wednesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this podcast with your colleagues. Keep listening, keep learning, and I will see you in our next episode. Bye-bye.